Apat kamay ang pangarap sa edukasyon para sa lahat. Sulong Edu Kalidad. Ito ang Department of Education School on the Air.
Mabuhay, 10th graders! This is your School on the Air program, welcoming you to our MAPEH 10 Arts. We're glad to be with you in this new normal journey of schooling amidst the COVID-19 pandemic through our radio broadcast. I am your radio host, Teacher Jason A. Lichido from Jose Tuason Jr. Memorial National High School. As we take you to another learning concepts and ideas for today, we would like to commend you for a job well done yesterday of your pre-test or beginning of the discussion for your MAPEH 10 Arts. You will use those concepts and theories as you go along to this day and the rest of the days of the week. At this time, I invite you to go to a place you're comfortable with so that you could listen easily to our broadcast. Students, are you all now ready? Wow, that's great! Come and join with us here as we take you to another artificific learning study of this subject. Alright, please get now your module, paper and pen for this lecture in our second week of our quarter 3 for the topic Media-Based Arts and Designs in the Philippines. Again, our topic for today is all about media-based arts and designs in the Philippines. Please get now your modules, paper and pen for this lesson. Yesterday, you've gone through with the pre-test of this discussion. How's your score, students? Alright, thank you for your active response for the pre-test that is about the topic. For this time, let us have another review of the lesson that will be tackling today and the rest of the days of the week to give us more emphasis and elaboration about the topic. Okay, students, are you all now ready to listen about the lesson Photography and Film Making that is under the Media-Based Arts and Designs in the Philippines for quarter 3 in your MAPEH 10 Arts? Let me read to you the introduction of this lesson as our review. Alright, students, I know you've read this part and analyzed this part, what's all about the photography and filmmaking. According to Let Us Study part, media-based art is understood to apply to all forms of artworks that changes and moves which are created by recording sound or visual images, in contrast to older art forms that are static, which stand still, such as paintings, photographs, and most sculptures. Examples of media-based artworks include works in the fields of series photography, movies, and animation. In the previous module, you learned to appreciate basic photography. Now, let us take a step further. So, this lesson will introduce you to our Filipino artists whose works are well esteemed in the country. You probably have peered through our local photographers' work or must have watched Filipino immoral movies. This lesson, you probably have peered through our local photographers' work or must have watched Filipino immortal movies. This Filipino lesson will acquaint you with the artists behind famous media-based arts in the Philippines. Get ready to discover and deepen your learning on riches and richness of photography and filmmaking in the country. Alright, students. So this time, let us know more about photography. Photography is from the Greek words photos, which means light, and graphos, which means writing. Why photographers are considered artists? Nowadays, photography is considered an art form as valid as any other, and there are multiple museums and galleries exhibiting photographic works. Photography as communication. The photographic image is today's one of the most powerful means of communication, a powerful language which speaks to our emotions. So it allows us to tell our story and show others our framing of the world around us. You've read also that an image recorded by the camera has a sense of authenticity. The lens captures the image objectivity, resulting to a true to life and of the moment. Photographs are vital tools in communication fields such as journalism, advertising, education, and even in courts of law. Okay, students, you've known already about photography and filmmaking. Okay, so this time to read and to listen more on noteworthy Filipino photographers, I will give you our radio broadcaster or radio teacher who will introduce to us about this matter. I know you've learned a lot about the introduction of our lesson. So please try to take note and listen to important matter that will emphasize to this time of learning. So students, get ready and let us welcome our radio broadcaster and radio teacher for MAPEH 10 Arts from José Tuason Jr. Memorial National High School to give us the noteworthy Philippine photographers under our lesson, Photography and Filmmaking for Quarter 3, Media-Based Arts and Designs in the Philippines. Let us welcome, she's back again to our station, Teacher Loislyn R. Padlan, your teacher for MAPEH 10 Arts.
Hello there, dear students. I am your teacher on air, Teacher Loislyn R. Padlan. This time, you will learn more about the photography and filmmaking. You are about to be packed with new knowledge on media-based arts and design. Let's start now. The module taught you photography as being more than just beautiful, but also the most powerful means of communication. Let's continue our journey to know more about filmmaking. The collaborative art of filmmaking. Filmmaking is a collaboration of the different art forms to produce a film. Film director, the one who conceptualizes the scenes and directs the acting. Film actors or actress, a person who behaves in the manner of character, usually by reciting scripted dialogue in order to entertain an audience. Cinematography, the art and process of movie photography. An example of cinematography is decision made about lighting, camera filters, and lenses when shooting a movie scene. Editing, the process of selecting, sequencing, and joining shots together to achieve the director's desired visual and emotional effect. production set or design, the visual concept of the film, the location, graphics, props, lighting, camera angles, and costumes. Let us now proceed to the Philippine filmmakers. Some Philippine filmmaking were greatly inspired by foreign, European, and Asian countries, as well as during the pre-World War II, and even liberation years, as evidenced by their songs and dance musicals, romantic dramas, and comedy films. However, during the 1970s, progressive Filipino directors emerged and made movies dealing with current social issues and examining the Filipino character. First is Lino Broca, a radical filmmaker whose socially conscious films explored the plight of the marginalized and ignored sectors of Filipino society. His films were Tinimbang Ka, Ngunit Kulang on 1974 at Maynila sa Mga Kuko ng Liwanag on 1975. The next one is Mike De Leon, a Filipino film director, cinematographer, scriptwriter, and film producer. His first major full-length work was Itim, or means black, in 1976. His films were Itim, 1976, Sister Stella L. on 1984, and Bayaning Third World on 1999. Next is Ismael Bernal, noted for his melodramas, particularly with feminist and moral issues. He directed many landmark Filipino films such as Himala on 1982. He was declared a National Artist of the Philippines in 2001. His films were Himala on 1982. Next is Laurice Gillian, an outstanding female director who earned international acclaim at the Toronto International Film Festival with her film Salome. 1981. Film Salome, 1981, Tanging Yaman on 2001, American Adobo on 2002, Santa Santita 2004, and Sayo Lamang 2010. Next is Marilu Diaz-Abaya, a contemporary Philippine filmmaker. She conveys the Asian spirit to the world through works that depict the joy and sadness of common people with great vitality. Her films were Jose Rizal on 1998, Muro Ami on 1999, and Bagong Buwan on 2001. Next is Mario J. De Los Reyes. He won as the Best Director distinction at the 2003 FAMAS Awards with his heartwarming drama film Magnifico on 2003. Next is Brillante Mendoza. He won the award for Best Director for his film Kinatay at the 62nd Cannes Film Festival. And that's all for this discussion. I hope you have learned a lot from our lesson this day. But later on, I will be back for I will be giving you some activities. If you have some questions, our host will help you after this. Good luck to your activity!
Hooray! That's very fantastic topic, Teacher Lois. I know that all our student listeners have learned and listened to you the discussion about the lesson. Can we give a big round of applause to Teacher Lois? Yay! We have learned from Teacher Lois about the topic on the photography and film making. We shall have our recap later after this short reminder.
Lolo, Lola, magpapalipad ako ng saranggola. Kasama ng mga kaibigan ko doon sa bandang sementeryo. Mahangin doon.
Aba po! Huwag kayong lumabas! Bawal lumabas! Makinig ka nga! Alam mo may virus na gumagala ngayon! Halika na, Nene! Takbo! Takbo na, Nene! Ne! Na! Magagalit ang lolo't lola mo! Sibat na tayo! Dali! Sibat na tayo! Aba! Kayong mga bata kayo ha! Huwag kayong pasaway! Alam mo bang may COVID ha? Gusto niyo bang magka-COVID? Halika ka nga rito! Dali! Dali!
Lolo, aray ko, ang sakit po. Sige po, hindi na po kami lalabas ng bahay at lagi naming tatandaan na asin lang ang katapat, uminom ng salabat, face shield, face mask, stay at home at umagas. Asin lang ang katapat, uminom ng salabat, hand soap, alcohol, stay at home, bawal lumabas. Asin lang ang katapat, uminom ng salabat, face shield, face mask, stay at home at umagas. Asin lang ang katapat, uminom ng salabat, hand soap, alcohol, stay at home, bawal lumabas.
Isang paalalang galing sa tuwasong pangkalusugan na panradyo. Gets nyo mga kapatid? Get out!
We're back in our school on the air for grade 10 MAPEH Arts. Earlier, we have discussed together with Teacher Lois about the photography and filmmaking. Now, please take a scan in your notes and review some important things you have written there while she was discussing to you the topic. Alright, class, with the things you have learned about the topic, I know you can answer the activity that Teacher Lois will be given to you. And I do hope you enjoyed the discussion. So, you're now set to answer the activity for today that will master your skills and knowledge about the discussion. At this time, you will test how much you have learned for today's topic. Teacher Lois will be given an exercise, an activity or task for today that in relation to our discussion and tackling about the lesson on photography and film making. Please get now your paper and be ready for the exercise. Fill out the important information. Do not forget to write your name, section, and the day today. Please don't forget also to write the page number of your exercises or tasks or activities that the teacher will be given. Please write also the page number as reference of your tasks. I will now turn over again to Teacher Lois for the details of your activities.
Hello, students. I'm back. Earlier, we had discussed about the photography and filmmaking. So this time, please take a scan in your notes or your module and review some of the important things you have written. This time, we're going to answer the following activities on your module. Please flip your module to page 9. Please answer the following activity such as Let us practice. Activity Who's Who? Let me read the instruction. Below are the photos taken by the noteworthy Philippine photographers. Your task is to match the picture in column A to its corresponding photographer in column B. Write the correct answer in your answer sheet or your activity notebook. Another activity is Let us practice more. You are now familiar with the remarkable Philippine artists and their contribution in the field of photography and filmmaking. So the activity provided for you enhances your resourcefulness and creativity. Activity. What's in that photo? Cut out 3 photographs from a magazine, calendar, poster, or brochure, each expressing one of the following. A commercial or business image. B, a social or political statement. And letter C, artistic expression. Please refer the rubric found in your module. Another is Let us remember. Please answer or fill in the blanks with correct words. On page 10 of your module, write your answers on a separate sheet of paper. And please answer the remaining activities such as Let us enhance, activity Hey guys, welcome to my vlog. And another Let us reflect, activity Share it. On page 12. And that's all for this lesson for today. I hope you have learned a lot from our lesson this day. Again, I am your teacher on air, Teacher Loisin Arpalan of Jose Tuason Jr. Memorial National High School. See you in the next session. Bye!
For more emphasis, you may submit your quiz form to your teacher directly on the date scheduled attached in your module or in your weekly home learning plans. For your additional activities, just refer to the pages on your module and submit it to your teacher directly or from what Teacher Lois advised you to answer. That ends our lesson for this day. If you have some questions or clarifications, you may write it on a feedback form. Again, do not forget to submit your quiz and feedback forms to your teacher directly in MAPEH 10 Arts and or to your respective schools. Alright, we have finished another one art topic for this day. Topic that will help us learn and make us skillful to achieve a better learning in becoming better individual and learner and or artist someday. Please make sure to be with us here next session only here at the School on the Air program of Department of Education, Division of Tagum City. This has been your teacher Jess Elichido of Jose Tuason Jr. Memorial National High School. Your radio host, always reminding you, learning. Please make sure to be with us here next session, only here at the School on the Air program of Department of Education, Division of Tagum City. This has been your teacher Jason Elichido of Jose Tuason Jr. Memorial National High School. Your radio host, always reminding you of Vic Madlani's line, never stop learning because life never stops teaching. Bawat mag-aral, bayani at marangal. Sulong edukalidad. Tagum, tagumpay. Goodbye!